what does "we're all in this together" mean? Because they said that, and then everyone was all in it together. And right before that, I was kidnapped, forced drugged, injected with poisons, isolated, held against my will in camps by a multitude of people. The cops who came first, the European, and then they took me to a Jewish doctor who injected me with poisons I didn't wake up from till 14 hours later. And then I was in their camp, and there was a semi-dark skin, definitely not Indian, darker than that, person who injected me with more poisons eventually when I fucking told another Juden in there running up on me that they shouldn't do that. That was a little bitch who came up to me. Little bitch. I mean, the dude's like 8 feet tall. He's the one who comes up to me in the gym. It's like, I'm like, he's like, hey, what's up? We're all talking like we're friendly, and I'm asking everyone in the world because I'm kind of like paranoid about the COVID shit, considering I asked for all of it. And they're like, I'm like, what do you think's up with that? And he's like, some crazy person is doing the magic shit. It's like, so. And then 4 years later, I look back at that. It's like, so you're saying now people call me God. And God's a crazy person doing shit. And you're the reason. So there's at least 3 races involved here. There was a semi-African, definitely light brown. Never seen that really in West African, Central African. That could mean he's a half-breed. I've seen half-breeds who are darker than him. I hate to judge, but we're all in this together. What does that mean, guys? Why do we have to hide? Why does everyone have to hide on this planet except for me? How come everyone else hides and I'm censored and not allowed to do any fucking thing? And I have people telling me I'm God. I have people telling me I'm God. And my point here is to be a pincushion so everyone can take their shit out on me. Not to build a better world. I could sit down in one day, reinvent everything on the fucking planet. I have tons of journals. And that just takes like fucking 15 minutes to write a journal about rebuilding the entire structure. And they steal that shit from me too. Like the COVID shit. You guys work less now because of that. You guys get to wear a mask in public now. If you're sick, if you don't want to get sick, it's going out. You get to wear that. Other inventions in this world didn't fucking appear. And then when they do appear, sometimes they're backdated, like they existed before I asked for them. Yeah, I know they didn't. I used to spend my life in stores studying like hardware and tools and shit like that. And online researching what they are and reading books, what they are and how they work. So I'm pretty aware. Once the whole summoning thing happens, once I asked to see people again, and then I got to the point where I know I have to look at the ground or look away, and I look up, and it appears in the visuals. The person I just asked to see again, a clone of them appears. I realize like why all that shit's happening, and it's like telling me all along. And I'm trying to like be like, well, fuck you, because nothing I really wanted happened. I just invent the fucking world and people. What I wanted to invent for myself, 1 or 2 things, 7 things, or 8 things now. You guys think I'm gonna die? You guys think I can really die? Well, they're just trying to torture me, or are they really trying to kill me and I just am am not dying and stuff, because it feels like both. And why do I get to feel that way if I'm so different here, and especially if I'm so powerful? Like, we're gonna turn this whole changing thing into a fucking eternal torture. Isn't that fucked up? That's written, that's what's going to happen too, but it's not my idea. You know, like, it's not like someone else's idea put it into my head. It's not something I want, but it's like everything I'm allowed around intentionally pushing me that direction. And I try to change it through, before that started, I tried to change the world through being president. And then people come to me saying, God, they didn't say those exact words, but people are calling me God, and then other people are like, well, you know, no one needs to know who God is. That's why no one knows who, you know. That's why you're sitting here being fucking raped and fucking poisoned and all your fucking nice shit you work fucking decades to build up a few fucking $100 worth of shit, because all you fucking earned during your time of training and sacrifice is fucking pennies on the dollar compared to what humans are allowed to earn when they work fucking jobs, whereas I'm not allowed to do that shit or do anything. I mean, this is like, you know, there's some fun shit here, and I technically maybe shouldn't whine about it, but I think that's like the point of the game here, is me to get pissed about what's happening, because, you know, I don't go from a person who wins awards from the president when I'm 8 years old and then when I'm 9 years old to a person who's God and no one needs to know who he is, and then fucking running fucking with 3 backpacks across the world because people are fucking terrorizing and stalking me and trying to poison me and kill me and take everything from me. And then realizing that people have been in my life the entire time, destroying everything I fucking own, enslaving me, trying to force me to work to steal my money from me. Like, when I used to work slave jobs, you know, like, you humans think you're so great. Jobs you do. When I used to work slave jobs, like, they'd steal my money from me sometimes. Most of the time. I only worked there a few days after that. And I was always working in, like, for the Jeffrey Epstein, shit like that. Literally, people who work for Donald Trump, like I was their bodyguard, shit like that. That's my work experience after child slave labor ended when I was 8. And yeah, there's a lot of shit going on here. Child slave labor is not funny and cool. You know, I made a few videos there where I, like, praise that, but, you know, I was in jobs, and then everything was taken from me after that. So I thought it was, for a while, I was like, that's cool that I'm making a job. But as I get older, I realize that people who look like this have the same attitude and the same personality. And I'm in a game where the Goombas are Goombas and the Koopas are Koopas, and the flying ducks are flying ducks, and the floating ducks are floating ducks, and the squids are squids, and it doesn't change no matter what the fuck they look like. They are the same fucking character in the game. I begin to realize that. And then, you know, they've been drugging me so long. And I'm drugging myself to escape all of you. Then, if you think you're not one of them, how many people in my feed are them trying to convince me I should stop talking about them? You want to see that? Or is anyone of me, have they isolated me to that? Well, hopefully your nations in Ukraine and Israel are really being bombed and fucking taken over. You should really get over there and defend it instead of wasting time on the internet with me, because none of you seem to understand what happened in 2020, and it's going more to plan than I thought. Having these fucking 2 choke points fucking destroyed. I give it 3 years, and the weak people in USA will be gone, and others will be in enclaves trying to defend themselves. Maybe the smarter ones will be joining the other side even. But yeah, this is bullshit, dude. This is bullshit having to put up with this. I literally now, the humans and the little Judaic masters, the Abrahamics, everyone in the USA is working together, it feels like, because I go out there and one of them poison me, and if I kill them, the rest of you are going to call the pigs. And the pigs were actually pretty nice. You shouldn't call them pigs, right? Like, as long as the pigs aren't them, I trust them. If the pigs are like some big fucking Neanderthal European dude, like, I would trust them. Fucking, they treated me, even when they had the darker features, you know, not black people. Obviously, I trust them. They're a non-issue on this fucking planet. They're nobody doing nothing. They're not allowed to go nowhere. We're never going to talk about them. That's Mexicans have a higher fucking value on this planet than they do. And we're not going to worry about them. At the flip of a fucking switch, those people are going to fucking fight for fucking what's right and shit. Fucking these other 2 groups, they blur this white word and shit. And there's a lot of white out there. There's a lot of different white. There's gray and pink, and there's actually no fucking white. It's like the dinosaur story or Elon Musk gray skin fucking Mars story. Santa going to Mars with Santa Claus. I'm going to Mars with Santa Claus. You imagine what that's like being able to understand that. And these people are out here fucking putting up their Santa Claus Mars decorations and shit. And then they're like helping these people drug and terrorize you. The humans, they're going to say, no, I have no idea what that's like. Even if they were involved in it. Because their main tenet is manipulation and deception in this gray, pink, light-skinned, wannabe albino world. Fucking. So, you side with them, you work with them. To be honest, I don't know the other people. I don't know. I've never had a European friend. I had some dude who claimed he was German, and he claimed there was 7 of them and shit. And I'm like, wow, I know who had to leave Germany real fast about 40 years ago. But he was actually into that stuff against him, but he never educated me on it. He did definitely set some early storyline points that are very important to things I talk about, or I won't be able to talk about 1/5, 1/8 the shit I talk about nowadays. But I can't assume there was one person in my life who wasn't them if everyone was. I would be as dumb as a human if I did that. And I'm not. If my head was chopped off, I would never be that fucking dumb. My head would still be rolling around, fucking being like, 2 plus 2 is at least 3. It could be more than that. People are like, it's a devil. He's using that devil magic to say smart things. Hey, what? 2 plus 2 was fucking like a half a halfpenny last time I figured it out. He's going there in the devil world. I don't know what the fuck's in their head. Especially since the puppeteering, I just assume it's literally pennies. Like you shake their skull and you would hear like 5 pennies cracking the side of the skull. Clunk, 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 clunk. Fucking dude, because you explained to me what the fuck COVID was and why there was only like 5 pennies in everyone's skull during that time, and I'll recant all this shit, but no one does that. No one explains that. The most I get is people threatening me and continuing to manipulate me. People who are like, oh, we're great people. Stop talking about us, and like, oh, we're so good. We're doing so great. We've been doing so much. We've only been enslaving you and terrorizing you. Good. Why don't you go use all this shit that we've destroyed, that we've sold you, and robbed your life of, and set you up to buy trash? Why don't you use that to do what you were going to do it for? Because the only thing you do is buy work gear. How come you don't do any work? Could it be because Judan-looking people and those little puppet clone race are the ones selling me trash, making sure my work gear is trash and faulty over and over? Could it be? Could it be the people stalk me and tell me about my personal life are worried that my personal life means, before I was open about it, I was always open. Get the fuck out of here, you whining, hiding bitches. Hiding bitches gotta get the fuck off my earth. Any sort of manipulator or hider, gone. Manipulate Santa Claus, gone. You shot the fucking fake space. Go live on Mars. That way the Martians have probably been dealing with you people for a long time. Shoot them, send them to the fucking sun. The people on the sun are great people, I hear. The people of the sun are the fucking rulers of the fucking planet. The son of God, the son of man. Ra. All that shit, the sun. Just send them out there. They'll know what to do. They're better than everyone here, though. Put them on one of those bottle rockets Elon Musk's fires. Pop them to the sky. Put them on some C4 rockets at least, because a bottle rocket ain't going to get you through that. So just pop them through the firmament. Fucking bow. On their way to paradise. Shit. And then you fuckers continue to manipulate me. Wait, who are the people out here fucking giving me gifts and shit? Are they like scared people or what? How come my life's so shitty? I can't be scared. I mean, it's not even people, right? The stuff just appears. Like I go to sleep and matching furniture to my fucking unique house appears like right outside my fucking window. Humans I request appear. What the? Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck's creating these people that I fucking asked to be created? Who's creating the furniture that I asked to be created and shit? Everything else. I mean, literally, some of this stuff appears in the house. Humans have like 40 years of backstory that didn't exist before I summoned them. And then the material goods will have like a couple years. It's like, I just started doing that yesterday, dude. This didn't exist, but now it's on the store shelf. And so I have what? I shouldn't say it. I used to have terrorist rat devils after me. Now everyone works for me, and they understand the value of life, and that they shouldn't torture me and deceive me and prevent me from anything I want. But that does no good, because they've done that for 40 years. They've separated me from doing anything I want. They told me, you damn shitbag humans told me 2 months ago that my job as Jesus is to come here and be people's pincushions and just let everyone shit all over me. That's their explanation. The nicest human I've met in a decade, maybe, told me that when they were talking to me about me being God and stuff. Me looking like God. Not everyone says I'm God, but some do. This person definitely kept the conversation going after saying, you look like God. It's like, well, you don't have to say that to people, right? Because there could be a lot of people who look like me, as far as I know. I've only met 100,000 people. There could be some more. They take everything from me, prevent me from doing anything. I just, if someone would have told me I'm not supposed to work because all I do is have thoughts and I invent the world, and that's like fucking far surpasses any value of actual work, inventing hundreds of thousands of people a year who think they do work and invent things and shit like that. Or do. Who knows how the process works? Maybe I do actually invent them and then they do actual work. It does look like shit extends when I create. When I create a human, when I create something and we have a designer, we have an engineer, we have a carpenter, something like that, an electrician, like that person sometimes does go on to do other things and shit. Fucking, so I shouldn't be so offensive. But really, if I have to explain that to you, I don't think you should be around me. I'm not trying to, I'm involved in being drugged and terrorized and assaulted. And if you can't understand where I come from with that, then you're never going to really understand what's going on here. I mean, you could, but it's like, I'm like fucking some sort of warrior god, and I'm some sort of god forced to warriorhood, and I can do that easily because forced training my entire life by a bunch of scumbags too. I mean, like literally, my life's been scumbag after scumbag. Like, not only did they force people into my life to fucking force me how to learn the most fucking unknown but effective and complete fucking martial arts systems. Mine is jujitsu, but I can, obviously I know what that is. I went and learned that on my own. That's why I know that's missing from that. I learned a bunch of other shit, and I know it's not missing from that. But yeah, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of being everyone's slave. Not like that means is the person they're claiming I'm God. I am supposed to sit down and do nothing and just let them piss all over me and stomp all over me and tell me I'm shit. Wow, they are and look like it, and some of them even blame me for why they are that way. And it's like, well, if your personality wasn't that way, then the world wouldn't shift you to be that way and stuff, right? Don't hate my fucking world. Hate yourself for fucking refusing to be part of it in a proper manner. Fucking, I didn't ask for fucking shit to exist upon the planet. It just, that's how robots work, apparently. You take in food, it builds the body. I mean, it's all illusion, right? And then you shit out the waste. I didn't ask for shit to, maybe I did actually. It's a recycling process to make the illusion happen. I doubt I'm the designer, I'm the person fucking inserted here to play the game, fucking. And without playing it, you don't know what you're gonna deal with here. I mean, lucid dream game, fucking same thing. My lucid dreams are fucking off the hook and shit. Off topic, I just remembered shit from my first dream today, like words. Before I knew things, like dreams would tell me things and I go find things in the real world. And I remember words today, and it was showing me too. It was showing me everything else. It was like, you're on a path here, dude, and we're purposely fucking blocking you and setting up shit. So everything I say, fucking, they're right, too. They're so fucking right. And is there a they? It was my voice singing the song in the fucking... How did it know what my voice sounds like? I didn't even know what my voice sounds like. I've never heard it when I sing. I have a fake voice when I talk because I have to talk higher pitch, and I talk excited sometimes too. But I noticed when I was like trying to write down the stuff from the dream that the lyrics to the song playing in the background were my voice, and the lyrics were like more English lyrics. It was like telling me what's going on here and shit. Fucking. Anyways, yeah. I can't talk like myself. Like right now, you couldn't hear me across 4 feet if I didn't falsify my voice. It'd be too deep. People are like, "You're mumbling." It's like, no, I'm not mumbling, motherfucker. You just can't fucking hear me and shit because you're not used to hearing low tones and shit. Fucking, or people talk silently and peacefully and shit. Especially, there is no low tones. But anyways, that's off. That's off the fucking books there. We need to get back on track with what the video's about. This is really pissing me off. Like, I don't give a shit how exciting my life has been and how fucking crazy and outrageous and magical and fantastical a lot of shit has been. I really only wanted like a couple things. And yeah, that probably would have fucking prevented any of that from happening. And yeah, that dream they gave me today was entirely explaining in words in the dreams and in fucking the visuals in the dreams and the actions taken to the visuals and the progress of the dream. A dream that actually progressed somewhere. That's weird. Never fucking had that before. But it all lined up too. It was all like the same fucking thing. Like the words and the visuals and the progression. First time a dream ever progressed through different areas and stuff. It was all about that too. It was all fucking about that. And it's right. It's fucking right, dude. It's right that I wouldn't fucking be where I probably wouldn't be where I am or have done anything if I wasn't getting fucking kicked in my face every now and then and handed a fucking sword to fucking chop off the leg, you know, or handed a backpack to run away from the leg kicking me in the face. It's entirely fucking right, dude. None of this shit would have fucking happened if it didn't happen the way it did, no matter how fucked up it is. And it doesn't have to fucking remind me that, I don't think there's no one on the planet who's been through half this shit, a quarter, an eighth of this shit. The people I know who are close to me are probably the closest thing to come to it. Like, Ken Block had an awesome looking life, but he did like one thing. He fucking stuntman extraordinaire. Making, you know, the other people look fucking crazy or useless. You know, David Copperfield, it looked like he did some awesome shit, but he's just a magician doing illusions over and over and over again. And it's like my life. We're guaranteed by the end of a decade. There's only been like one decade that was kind of different. And it was shitty. They made sure to send me a whore who fucking just didn't give a shit about a family or trying to be with a man or do anything but watch TV or something. But hey, it allowed me to play. I mean, I already had a place to stay. I already had my dad. It allowed me a place to stay while I learned how to fucking do other things in the world. Some things we don't talk about. But a lot of other shit. Every person, no matter how much I hate them, if I stay with them, it allowed me time to learn shit. But and then but it's the Christians who fucking force that shit on me, where I'm supposed to be with one person my whole life, and well, then I'm separated from the only person I like by people on both of our sides and shit who separated us, and then we're distant, literally distant, and it's like I don't want that ever. If we're distant, then we're not really together. That's it's simple. I don't date people who I see once a week. Um, Simple as that. Who the fuck would do that? I mean, I've been with people who work with the government in Hollywood, and that pissed me off. You fucking think some fucking Burger King fucking restroom cleaner is gonna be able to fucking do that or some shit? I don't give a shit who you are, really. If I only get to see you once a week, well, I'm not gonna see you. Period. Literally, that's what that means. I don't see you. Anyways, I'll fucking talk. The game here is fucking forcing me down shit. And I'm real pissed about the Christian shit because those people are violent fucking abusers and shit, abusing that shit into your fucking head. And I'm assuming the game has placed that there with a purpose. You know, it's the Christians, the Satanists, the Abrahamics, the Jewish, the fucking Pharisees, the Sadducees, all the same fucking race, because they keep getting fucked up for how they act, so they keep having to run and slime away and shit. Fucking pretty sure that's the storyline, because doesn't it sound like the fucking storyline if you've been paying attention to any of it? Even their own people are the people who are supposed to be fucking learning this shit, apparently, and stuff. Fucking, because ain't no one else reading the fucking Bible. The Satanists saying they aren't gonna fucking change. They have no idea. They're fucking working for Abrahamics and shit. Fucking the atheists they're gone. That's the other people at least fucking are being told, like, hey, they're reading a book that's saying, hey, you're fucking wise the fuck up, because you guys are all gonna be fucking labeled devils here and then and shit. And yeah, I can't go anywhere without hearing about fucking Santa Claus. Shit. And guess who's coming next? This giant fucking bunny. I don't even like bunnies. You know, we used to have a bunny, we kept it in a cage because they're violent, like rabid, diseased animals, or vicious. Someone said they're nice and cute. Someone who's never owned one, apparently, because if the women in my family keep an animal outside in the cage, then it's worse than them. And that means it's literally like a disease. Never fucking even had a rat or mouse try to bite me or gerbil. Apparently, that's what the bunnies do. So let's worship the big, vicious, invisible bunny, because retardation says that's the thing to do. Oh my God. How come you people can't have just simple, any morals or values? They make up such shit. Game's like, oh, he called me a poopy face. I hate him. I'm never gonna talk to him again. He said I'm a dipshit because I think giant bunnies are real. No, you are a dipshit. You are not even a living being, because living beings have thoughts, bro. If you had a fucking thought, you wouldn't be such a loser-ass bitch, motherfucker. You realize that, right? Like, you can't fail kindergarten if you have thoughts. Kindergarten is very simple. A, B, C, D, E, F is failure. If you can't draw an A properly, I don't think you're a living being. Because the game, it's not my fault. The person who controls you guys showed me this shit when he possesses you and puppets you around like you're empty shells. He's the one fucking showing me this shit. Don't blame me for telling you what's going on and shit if you can't fucking understand anything yourself. If you think Santa's real, I'm telling you, that's not your fault. There's someone else fucking puppeteering you and shit. I posted videos of that. You can see where 100 people in North California were being puppeteered. When I asked what's going on, I posted the fucking video because I started recording because I was already recording it. I was asking what's going on, and humans puppeteer. They all did the same thing, like they were super intelligent dance troupe members who failed kindergarten. It doesn't work that way. They're not. The answer to that question is not humans are paid dance troupe members who are putting on a show to convince me I'm God and I'm working with fucking God and shit. It's simply because that shit's there's something happening, It's tried to argue with me that I painted it as the devil. And I don't have to, but it's like, okay, so I've had nothing I wanted in this world. Ever. I've never touched a real drum set. I've never played drums at all. The only thing I ever want to do, as far as an activity, it's forced me to do martial arts, which I continue to do, because it's a war against the humans. They're terrorist devils, and I'm not even allowed to defend myself against them, as you humans have proved when you robbed me of fucking $250,000 last time I let one of your precious Judaic human master devil souls die near me. $250,000. Everyone on this fucking planet owes me that for enforcing these laws and shit. Everyone. Except for the cops, who are pretty nice about it, and I guess one Jew it's like, thanks for killing that guy. It's like, oh, I didn't do that. Dude, please don't say that, because you wouldn't have known about it. And he wouldn't have looked so pretty in his casket if that was me. Fucking. Isn't that fucked up? The game sets all sorts of shit like that up. But it doesn't allow me anything I want. This stupid fucking guitar, this stupid fucking suit, this stupid fucking thing. What does that have to do with a female I want? A life I want? An activity I want? Who gives a shit about my faith? Who gives a shit about the stupid bass guitar? I've literally... You just hear that? Probably some more. I've literally fucking chopped this. You see fucking how it looks different here? I don't know how. I guess it's this God dude I work with. Fucking, or the devil Jews. Fucking, something like that. I fucking accidentally hit it with the machete a few times when I was chopping up all the trash these fucking devils have given me. Gonna get rid of it all, because, they're probably cursing me with their black magic every time they give me some shit. Fucking gotta chop it all up. That guitar is trash anyways. Who gives a fuck? The trashiest piece of shit I've owned in fucking since they robbed me when I was a child. Fucking trying to convince me I don't know how to play by selling me the biggest piece of trash on earth. Just looks cute. It's a $300 wall ornament. I should chop the fuck up and beat the fucking makers of it in the head with it. No child should be forced to fucking buy a $300 wall ornament. And that was only $300 because I got it on sale. That's probably like a $600 wall ornament. I don't know how much I paid for it, but I guarantee you, this is Jackson. That's a $600 wall ornament. Fucking trash to the max. It looks like the colors, like the whole world is like forcing me these colors right now and shit. And it doesn't help. It makes me feel like a faggot. The more fruity I look, the more like a bitch I feel. I'm not, I was trying to be acceptance of it, but literally, the furniture here, do you see it? Do you see the rest of it? You see how, I bought that picture frame that's gold and shit, but the rest of it, and I don't know, dude. Did I ask for a couch? Not really, but there's something going on here. You know what I'm saying? Like I ask for some other shit, and then material bullshit appears, and I'm not like I'm. Quit offering me fucking females and shit. Like when I don't want them, and quit offering me females I don't want. How about that? It's a good place. Like quit forcing people into my life who torture and terrorize me constantly. I mean, what? They're literally training me to be a fucking vicious warrior, aren't they? I don't like that. I don't give a shit what a man's supposed to be. I don't like being this person. I don't like fucking having to know that I'm probably fucking trained to be the fucking most vicious killer in the world because there's gonna be the day that shit and muscles and blood come into play. I was fine with having people fucking assault me until they kill themselves. Except for society didn't like that. Or the prosecutor didn't. The fucking cops thought it was fucking a joke and shit. I mean, you know me. I'm always gonna trash cops if they fucking get out of hand, but they fucking, you just tell. I should run my mouth when fucking people help me or show dismay for what they see happen. They shouldn't have to be involved in anything I am and shit. They have lives and families and fucking children and shit. This is fucked up, dude. Like, I've never done any of this things I want. Like, I had like one new thing every 10 years or some shit. I've never done any of it. And I've done all this crazy, cool shit that humans would be bitches and cry for years on end and have heart attacks over doing. It just seems unrealistic as fuck if you would compare it. But I'm not comparing my life to others. They get to be with a bitch who slaps them all day and kicks them in their teeth and tells them to go to work, and I would never fucking do that, but I'd like to be with a bitch who fucking isn't trash and doesn't make me feel paranoid doing all this devil god shit and stuff. Especially when I ask for a certain thing and then they send me that thing and it's with someone else and then said they send me something else and it's like I want that looks with this personality. How about that? Like the game fully understands that. Whatever's in charge here fully understands that. Like even my dream this morning, it was about that. It was about like talking about how like the what the fuck were the lyrics? Hold on. I'll be right back. Well, that's not where it is, right? Okay. Okay, so if I recall right, the lyrics in my dreams, the song in the background, they will know this time I am the watch that varied you with precision. I am the watch that varied you with precision. Now combine that with the actual visuals in the dreams in my actual life. It's basically saying I fucking stepped in the way every fucking time and everything here is happening because of this shit. Because it's supposed to. And it's like, well, that's fine. Well, why would you send a group of cult members to destroy my life and enslave me under their rules if your rules are different than that? And now, granted, I understand that they're mostly fucking trash, and I shouldn't listen to them. But this is like 30 years later, or 40 years later, and when I'm like a foot tall, and people have the rules to beat and stomp me, because I'm a foot tall, and they feel ultra powerful, they can finally find a person they can talk shit to and kick the fuck around. And that's allowed. I mean, there were times when I sent motherfuckers to the hospital when I was like a toddler or some shit. But it's like, why didn't they stay in the hospital? Why didn't they get sent to the grave after that? Like, why were they allowed to keep? I guess certain people. I guess those people probably didn't even deserve it in specific, but the other ones around me did deserve fucking to go to the grave and shit for that. So why? And it's just like anything I want. Like today, I can't play drums. Humans sleep. It puts these goddamn non-player characters to sleep at night. And I, as God, don't have to fucking sleep probably at all, but they force me to do that shit. Because they're lazy fucking trash. Who want to go nowhere, have no morals, no values, nothing to offer. They need to force me. And some of them now call me God. After they force me to, like the person over here at the Dollar General tells me I'm God, and as Jesus, what I have to do is let people walk all over me. That's my point to being here, is so people can walk the fuck all over me. Tell me I can't do anything I want, can't be with anyone I want. I'm not with people I want. I'm gonna have to blame that because everyone in my life lies about shit. And from what it tells me, the purpose of that is because I'm going to discard them. And I have a real things to do rather than sit around and watch TV with morons who will be useless by the end of the week anyways and no longer a fun partner to be around. It's like, why send me useless, boring people in the first place? Why? And why always time it when I don't want to be around fuckers? If you send me someone who's kind of cute, kind of beautiful, who's not like lazy as shit, fucking looking like fucking, the whale Captain Ahab captured and shit, fucking, why is that time perfectly set up to not align? What am I looking for? Another god? I'm looking for another female who's a god. I would say the last one I dated was like as high as we're gonna get, unless the fucking Cleopatra comes back to life. I mean, and that would still only be a step above her and shit as far as prestige and intellectualism. The Jewish worship, maybe, what, we're waiting for someone who doesn't worship them? Come on, like, what, the humans are like empty puppets or something. I've never met a single one. My entire feed is people posting pictures of these goddamn morons over and over and over, never talking about. And then trying to tell me I'm Jesus. Like, don't relate me to those motherfuckers. Ever, until you humans do fucking something about what's going on. I'm not gonna be part of your fucking little game here. And I'm definitely not gonna help people who've been terrorizing me. Okay, literally the bitch over here, fucking nicest person I met in the world, but says I'm their pincushion. This is the nicest person I've met in like a decade in USA, I think. Says I'm their pincushion. And I'm here for them to walk all over me. That's like saying you're going to kill me and then actually stabbing me, pretty much. That's passive aggressive 101. That's why you don't go around passive people, because they're worse than others. They're like Christians and shit. Literally, this was a Christian conversation. You're here to be our slave. It's like, how do you know who I am? You're like a non-player character with a backstory, or you're a evil alien stalking me and terrorizing me with your friends? Because who's doing the stalking and terrorizing if it's not this AI-generated motherfuckers? out here running their mouths about my personal life. I don't give a shit who I look like. Once you start fucking, that's rare for them to even mention I look like it. Generally, it's talking to me about my personal life, as if they've been watching through my window what I do. They're fucking 10,000 miles away. I don't think I've ever been that far, unfortunately, from USA. Is there even 10,000 miles from USA? Maybe if I went to, like, South Africa, where Elon Musk and pals have already genocided and repopulated the place. Who am I even talking to? Like, I'm gonna go try to kill myself more after making this video, because I'm reminding myself of these goddamn human devils I'm trying to kill myself to escape from. And what's with them? What's with you humans acting this way now that I'm trying to kill myself to escape you? All of a sudden, the whole storyline has changed. Now I'm God. And they're so nice, but they're so full of manipulation. This is all they do. Like, they go from enslaving me to being like, oh, you're God, you gotta be this is the most honest person I ever met. You're God, you've gotta be our pincushion. People need you to be a pincushion and be their slave and take everything in the world out on you. This is the most honest motherfucker I've ever met, I think. And as far as I know, I'd want the least to do with them out of anyone, but that's because I don't know the others who are fucking way less honest than her. At least she didn't bring up Santa Claus and stuff. That's an instant fucking... That's like in your list, your ass put on the fucking Guantanamo Bay checklist and shit there. Like the COVID thing. That was an instant fucking check mark besides the box of who's selected to go. I said that 100 times. You can't figure that out. I mean, definitely a fucking Nazi pig. Fucking, the actual, cops, pigs, fucking... probably disagree with that more than the people and shit. Fucking, that's fucked up to learn. That was one of the fucked up things about 2020, seeing who was there actually helping me sometimes. That was a real shift in fucking things. It wasn't it? But for me, it was quite a lot deeper. Fuck it. Here I am wasting my time making a video, and I gotta cut this short so I can go try to kill myself some more. I fucking escape these fucking human scumbags and shit. Fucking been terrorizing me my whole life. Thanks. I really do hope this all comes back on everyone else. As long as I don't get to hear, or we can sell their mouth shut, and like, I mean, that's just a little bit. I mean, they tried to silence me. They did silence me. They took my entire life from me. I ran from president and took everything I owned from me, all my money. Everything I saved up and worked for 40 years, the humans worked for in 2020 to take away from me. And I really hope that, it ends swiftly for them. That way I can have something I want before the fucking world ends and shit. Other than that, I guess it's just the same thing it's always going to be. War and vengeance. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Fucking the whole enslavement and separating me from other people. We're done with that shit. They keep doing it too, and I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna just fucking accept them and keep playing with them. And as soon as the societies are broken down and electricity and everything is out in these nations, well, those swords over there fucking chop through thick ass pieces of wood. Little human bones fucking are like fucking peanut brittle. Like a little, biting through them like some chickaroons. If you want to play this fucking game, and you guys been playing this game for like 40 years. Literally, you out here now fucking telling me, oh, I'm God, I'm your pincushion? I'm literally not allowed to work a job or do anything I want, be with anyone I want, because I have to date whores who have no value. Technically, I mean, I've been with whores. They have more value than the normal person, but it's like, when it comes to what I want versus just being with some rich, fucking ultra wealthy, ultra famous person, I need that, obviously, but I need it to be like really what I want and not a fake or not just an OnlyFans person or a person in Hollywood, a porno star from Hollywood. Like, that's cute and cool, but I never asked for that. That's just a little bonus to get literal whores and shit. I mean, everyone's a whore nowadays. That's not even a bonus. I don't even want that. You're not even special anymore because literally everyone's wife, girlfriend, future wife is online selling themselves and it's just destroying themselves too. That's cool that I can see that. I do kind of like that where I can see that a whore is all used up and abused and it has no value anymore because once they hit 28, that's over for them for the most part. And if they've done all that shit by the time they're 28, fucking, they already know themselves it's over. I be seeing, you can just watch them. I watch some of these motherfuckers evolve on the internet, but anyways, enough talk about whores. Like, someone slapped me in the mouth. No man should waste a few seconds talking about whores. Whores are whores. They're not to be talked about. They're to be fucked and discarded. Make some money, maybe. Can't do that. You're there to pay them, and then you discard them, right? I understand the purpose, like of me being around that, blah 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 blah. But what about what I want? And you sent that to me recently, and then I specifically said not those people ever again, and you sent me those two people, whereas the one there, I would have actually talked to, wouldn't even smile back when I fucking tried to smile at her. Fucking, just like the only person in the world I ever tried to interact with. I'm supposedly God. And I tried to interact with a girl one day of my life. But I know they've been separating me from other people physically. So it's all about war, right? The only reason I'm here is war. To fucking kill these pieces of shit. And they're fucking worshippers. And this is like, what, the entire fucking planet. Which is cool, but I mean, this is fun. There's been a lot of fun times. I've watched, a lot of shit happen. I've watched cities burnt down. I've watched these people manipulating the story. Hell, these people are probably going to be my friends at the end of the day. I mean, if I have to choose between a gerbil and a fucking rat, I'd rather choose a chopping my head off. But, I mean, I'm not dead. Why am I not dead? I mean, I thought we were both trying to kill me and shit. I'm still alive. I'm just in pain. I'm dying. Bitch, I believe it when I fucking see it. How about that? The other thing is that we both agree, both of us, me and them, agree that the only way to prove I'm God is by trying to kill me. Been a minute too, and they keep trying, and I keep trying. And they keep not. Well, I mean, some of them are nice, but wasn't I planted amongst them and they're being real fucking devils and shit? Like, why be devils if you fucking are testing me as God? Just try to poison me and kill me. I guess drugging me when I was a child is part of the poisoning me and trying to kill me. But come on, 30 years of trying to poison and kill me? Can you fucking give up and shit? Do you think that it's possible that you found the right fucking person and shit? Just quite, I mean, I'd fucking help you and shit. I'm still not dead. I guess I have age. I guarantee you I cut this stupid mask off, fucking, and I still barely look a bit older. Fucking, I only look older because I look fucking hateful and mean nowadays. If I could actually smile again, imagine that. Why are they keeping me away from that? What they literally trying to train me to be a fucking murderous, fucking warlord, fucking god and shit. That's what the planet needs, but I don't like that attitude. I don't. I didn't like the warrior shit. I do that to defend myself from humans. I literally wasted most of my life. I still wasted fucking training to protect myself from fucking scumbag humans and shit. Total fucking way. It's cute and cool. I mean, been through a few fun things, but if I'm not a human, I don't have to be a slave and do a few fun things. Every fucking day should be good and shit. Not some bullshit being forced to be trained to be fucking slaughtering everyone on the fucking planet. That feels really fucking deceptive. Even though understanding that if there's clones out here, then it's a game world. Fucking tired of this shit too. So fucking tired of it. And there's really no going back. There's no changing it. I noticed that too. Like, there's time frames in my life where I would have accepted something I wanted if it was given to me. But now I understand, and I'll always understand that it wasn't given to me because there were devils on this planet who were in the way of it. And, I don't really want it to wear that. Well, yeah, I do. I want to make a fucking belt with their fucking skulls on it and shit, and a bunch of necklaces and shit. That would look cool. If I had my front lawn fucking loaded with stakes of fucking heads of people who have fucking destroyed my life and shit and terrorized me, then it would if that doesn't convince someone to not fuck with me, one of these devils, that their family members out there on a stick and shit, to not fuck with me, then why would it? I mean, these fuckers think I'm God and shit, and they're fucking with me. Nothing's gonna prevent them. Like Joey. Little Joey Judenklots. The special race, master Nazi race people. He was so special. He just kept hitting me until God erased him to make him stop hitting me. And it's like, I mean, you should learn, but they don't, dude. You would think if you hit someone like 8, 12 times or whatever, that you give up and you go back to bed. You're tired, maybe. At most you're tired and you're weak. You need to sleep it off and come back the next day and try again. Maybe if you had one brain cell that you could light on fire and spark up with a lighter or something, you could figure out, I need to go train how to fight and lift some weights or something. But that's them for you. That's them and the humans. They're just NPCs on a predestined fucking repeat pattern of 7 seconds. Like all we knew about Joey is he'd go, that's a crib, nigga. You don't disrespect them cribs. Crackers is always crippers. Columbus, Ohio, nigga. I mean, like, that, bro, like, that's like it's like my experience with humans kind of just summed up completely who the fuck they are. Except for I act like a bitch and let them get away with a whole bunch of shit. Like that dude. I just let him get away with a bunch of shit. And God was like, well, yeah, you're not a bitch. We're going to kill him. And I'm like, yeah. No, actually, I was like, I'm going to kill him. And God's like, no. You don't need your fucking fingerprints on this shit. Look, we're going to take care of him. That's like the oddest shit in the world. That's even more odd than just sitting there and fucking thinking the whole rest of this shit was like pretty cool. It was the fact that you was about to change the situation on your own, and God's like, oh hell no, dude, like not right now. I don't know. I need to tell a lot of people to fuck off, but the problem is everyone in my life looks like them. Everyone I've ever met, and I've told them all to fuck off, like my friends and shit, Black Palpatine and all them. But they have all my shit too, like stuff they could have never afforded, like my drum set alone. More than their fucking crack smoking asses putting crack before fucking life and value and work. Love, family, whatever. They could never afford shit like that. Fucking, I mean, they had shit, but they don't know the value of fucking. I mean, obviously, dude, I don't give a shit. Devils. Obviously, NPCs don't work when they go off screen. They prove that through their dialogue with me. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, I'm running for leader of the world, ruler of the world. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm literally out here fucking in the middle of riots. We're burning down cities. They're burning down cities, and I'm deciding whether I should report on the people doing it and I'm documenting all their leaders, or whether I should join and burn down the city. What are you doing? What are you doing? Well, you're part of this city. Maybe you should burn it down, right? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I literally, I'll repeat like a mindless fucking drone and shit. What I'm doing is everything I keep saying I'm doing. Like recently, I'm trying to help you guys kill me. You guys want to kill me so badly, and I don't want you to exist. And so the war is me versus 14 billion people. And while I'm winning, even though I'm trying to lose, I'm live on at least 2. So that's a large number compared to 1. You don't know math. But supposedly, millions, at least. I mean, that's just a couple incidents. I'm adding up a handful, a few days. And then now I'm God. These fucking clones call me God now. The question is, why do you welcome me and treat me like shit if you're just a non-existent character I create with my mind for a few seconds? And the girl over here literally told me, because I didn't ask, the bitch fucking told me on her own, said, because you're Jesus, you're here for everyone to put all their sins on you and fucking be their pincushion and beat you. And so, if they feel like they're angry at someone, punch you in the mouth and shit for it. Because you can handle it, because you're a god. So instead of building cities, inventing eternal life, new fucking medicine, new science, all this fake dinosaur Santa Claus stuff, which I can invent, I'm supposed to just get punched in my mouth by people who aren't deserving of anything. They don't need cars, they don't need walkers, they don't need houses, they don't need food. What they need to do is have a butter knife and take their food addicted asses outside and learn to hunt squirrels on their own. Or ants. I guess most people are going to have to start with ants because squirrels are probably pretty fast for a 9,000 pound person, which is the average weight in America, I think, right? It is known as the most gluttonous, greedy people on the fucking planet, and you only don't judge books by the cover if you're a Judan fucking who can't fucking make good artwork and wants to manipulate people into thinking that they don't look like trash, because that's one of the curses that I read a book saying that they were given, which they then stole the book and claimed they wrote it. That's what's happening though, ain't it? Like, cause the rest is right. Like, they're right. Like, when she's coming, it's like, how many of you have strangers come up to you telling you you're God and shit like that? That one in specific said I look like God, but the other ones don't say that. They say some other shit. You're talking about it personally. Like, I'm God, and you watch, your entire life doesn't exist except for you watching me, like through a crystal ball and shit. You're lying about working or doing anything before you come here. But I'm God. They're shape-shifting, teleporting motherfuckers who have never had to live a day in their life of hard work or doing anything. And I'm God, the ultimate fucking slave and servant upon the planet. Fucking bleeding every fucking time, limping every fucking day I go to work. I come home from work and shit. I could see how I'm the best fucking worker on the planet. I could see how I'm the award-winning writer, winning awards from the president. That part's easy. I could see how I worked hard to get there, while other people were busy blowing their gerbils or something. I could see it. Maybe they were busy running around telling people that they're God and everyone's supposed to be their pincushion. You're my pincushion. You're my pincushion. Yeah. There's some shit going on here. And it's got something to do with these people who claim I'm God. This devil race of humans. And it's got something to do with me being able to just drift through their fucking hell nightmare world and not be a servant and slave like they are at any point in time. But to have to put up with their bullshit and them terrorizing me and enslaving me. When you add that up, it comes to basic conclusion. I even like video games. Every video game you go into, and it's just a world full of enemies. And the only purpose to be in such a shitty game is because you're leveling up, you're killing the bad guys, you're saving the world. No one would exist on this planet. And I guarantee you, everyone who says something different is going to be these people who constantly are lying. And if anyone's around me, I have evidence they're all fucking lying scumbags. Usually I can use one another as evidence versus the other. That's always the best evidence. That way they can fight it out. And I can go do God things like think and invent worlds and invent people, new cities, new things, period. Just God, I would much rather invent things that help everyone rather than lick some fat whore's piss vagina when she is upset that her ninth McDonald's burger was cold by the time she got to eating the ninth one, because let's face it, that was at least 15 minutes into her eating to get to the ninth burger. My thought is always, well, maybe it's cold because you just waited 15 minutes to eat it, and not necessarily the worker, but at the same time, I always understand that, well, you are the McDonald's worker, and you probably didn't even cook the burger or fucking heat it up in a microwave or anything. See, the fucked up shit God has to deal with, a weird decision. People who are fucking telling him he's their pincushion, and they have to take everything out on them. My 19th McDonald's burger was cold. I'm gonna punch you in the face, God. It's literally how these pieces of trash act. Once upon a time, fucking, I was forced into some shit, and my face was swollen apparently, and they fucking, some other unknown people called the cops on that and shit, and they came and investigated, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, this is just every day, dude. I'm a child, but it's like, this is every day, dude. My face is swollen. Like, that's all the humans have ever done my entire life. They give me a cracker or something, and then fucking bust my face open, or they take everything I own and fucking throw it away and shit, and take my life from me. Don't allow me to do anything. Tell me to sit in the corner at school when I'm a goddamn presidential award winner, and so the other kids can catch up. Hopefully you guys all won your presidential awards by the time you are 80 and shit. Hopefully you get forced in school till you can win it, because that's a waste for everyone to be fucking, for me to be set aside so everyone else can catch up if you guys didn't get that far, because they need to keep you in school till you win it, whether it takes 8 years or 8 million years. Keep them in school. We gotta do it, you know what I'm saying? Come as a team, brothers and sisters. You either agree with your fucking brothers and sisters, or you do something about it. And I know you guys don't do anything about it, so we're in agreement. You gotta stay in school until you win those presidential awards, right? Fucking terrorist demon, motherfucking nation. Hopefully it's just the nation. The other nations were kind of better, but I guess we just erase this place, and that'll do nothing, because these rat bastards are gonna flee from it. And we gotta erase the whole fucking planet, and even that's not guaranteed unless the planet is turned to fucking dust and nothing exists, because these people will hide under a rock. They're not good at it, and they're probably not blessed like me, where I can literally fucking do things like that and get away in my life and shit. But I really think the answer is just turning the planet to dust and shit, because if the humans are dust, then it'll be billions of years before they respawn from dust to amoebas to humans again. And that's not even real, so it's not going to happen. But you tell me the answer. I mean, how many people do I talk to in my entire life? They separated me from other human races. How many people on Jugo are the fucking evil demons? Like, you want to see all my... They already know. The people watching, half the people watching my videos already know what they're saying in messages to me and shit. And it's all like, oh my God, we're great people, don't insult us. And it's like, wait a minute, you never told me you were them. All the other times I said fucking exterminate them and shit. Yeah, wait a minute, why do you act like you care? How come all of a sudden, now that I'm dying and shit, everyone's propaganda changed, like the horror fucking calling me God. Like, everyone called me God. Now that I'm dying, like, the propaganda has changed. Like, you're supposed to be here to be your pincushion and all that. They're coming out with the God stuff, and they're like, we care and we love you. That's not new, like, right? You care. You care about drugging me and me being your pincushion. You're supposed to be our pincushion. What are we gonna do without you? Like, I wonder if the NPC are seriously, like, scared in their defunct minds, non-existent brains, that they stop existing when God leaves the world and shit. Because it does, no doubt. You can't be a fucking puppet on a string and fucking live if there's no one puppeteering you anymore and shit. And they're not gonna waste time doing that. I don't think there is a they. Because fucking, what, they get control of like 10,000 people each or something? Yeah. And it's like literally like 7 personalities, so it's like at the most there's like 7 other people controlling them and shit. That's actually my biggest thought, but I also see that my mind and shit, so I suppose that's just the 7 personalities I've created and stuff. Anyway, talking about things I shouldn't in this video. I gotta keep it real, bro. Keep it real. Keep the video real. Keep it human. Instead of keeping it real, keep it human, bro. Like COVID, I should put on my COVID mask when I do my videos and be like, oh man, I got COVID and I need my poison injections so I can die and stuff. I should have taken that because that's going to kill everyone who took it, isn't it? But, damn. I mean, I take enough poisons. I'm not dead. Fucking humans trying to kill me. Haven't yet. Trying to enslave me. You have done that. You've won the war already. No matter, even if you die tomorrow in a nuclear holocaust, the humans already won the war against me because I'm destroyed because of what they've done. Fucking them terrorizing me, and I was their slave for like 40 years. They won. Like, they don't even exist, and I'm their slave. Like, they lost because I could have invented like a whole new futuristic world, but they wanted me to lick Piss Vagina and I shouldn't say that. I mean, that's a bro. I mean, that's not just like some cool trendy phrase I made up, dude. Maybe some of you people knew. Maybe that's why you guys go to work instead of going around those fat whores and shit. Fucking. Anyways, Piss Vaginas and fucking. I don't even know what the other people are like, because why would I hang out with men? Fucking. Men have things to do, not be a little piss vagina and shit. Fucking have worlds to build. Not just God. And God has dedicated men to doing things. And apparently God also said women should be fat, useless piss vagina. What a shitty God that must be. Fuck, dude. Other than that, there must be some devil god running this planet. I suppose that's the other dude operating these pieces of shit humans in this fucking nation. Enemies must go. That's all I know, dude. But, happy Valentine's Day. Roses are red, violets are blue. Be mine, or you might fall out this window over here.